Hey beautiful. So I just wanted to do a really quick review on the Lash Edition for the client record book. As you can see, you've got all your patch tests, your client consent, your appointments, your eyelash mapping, your loyalty rewards. You've also got in there the lash mapping for yourself, and then you've got your regulars page, and then also your client details page. So you can actually click on any of the tabs at the top and also the side, which will take you to the actual insert pages. So for example, if you do to A to Z, it will come up for all of your A to Z clients, which you can input yourself, and they're all linked to the client details page. Hey lovely, I just wanted to touch base on the medical consent and the patch test form. Now, this is to do in person. However, you can email this to a client, but there's a caveat to this. If they are to send it back to you via a picture, the links will not work. So you can still do that and operate that version. So you can email them directly from GoodNotes app. However, it's just that the linking will not work on that page because it's a picture format and not a PDF format. Hey lovely, so I just wanted to touch base on the loyalty rewards pages, the inserts. So think of these as your loyalty cards, it's just in a digital format. I've actually got 3 separate pages here to try to accommodate if you do offer a loyalty reward scheme. So you've got a 10 appointment version, a 7 appointment and a 5 appointment. So the 10th, 7th and the 5th appointment would be the thing that they get in return. So whether it's a free infill or half price, whatever it is that you want to do. So you can tick it, you've got a space to put your date format, or you can highlight it, or if you've got stickers. At the top there, you've also got a space to be able to put the terms of what it is that they're going to get. So as you can see here, you've got the 3 different pages that you can choose from. I've also added in a styling page for lashes for you. So it's a really good reference to put all of the details to create that set of lashes. There's so many out there now, and on top of that, you know, every single lash set that I do is very much customized anyway to the lash type, the eye shape as well of the client's eyes. So I've tried to put as much information on here as well, including the different types of layers if you do layering as well. I've also added in a tab for appointments as inserts. Now when you go to the client details page, you do have a little section there to put appointments in if you want to reference it on here. Now obviously you don't have to, but I thought it was really good because if you don't have an appointment book or anything like that, or a booking system, then you can just add in extra pages for appointments. Hey beautiful, so what I'm going to do is walk through on actually how to operate and work this. So from the regular clients tab, we're actually going to put our first client in. So Chloe is our first example, and when you enable click, you click her and she goes to her client details page. So just a caveat here, you do not want to delete these client detail pages because they're all linked, and if you delete them you're going to screw it up basically, so just don't delete them. Here obviously you input the correct details, but for argument's sake this is just a little demo. And something that I introduced the back end of last year was a heated blanket, and all of my clients absolutely rave about this heated blanket that I have. So as you can imagine, on the preferences, all of my clients love the heated blanket. So I also thought it was a really good idea just to have a little bit of stats on the client. So how long have they been with you for? How many visits have they been to see you? And then on top of that, how much have they actually bought in? I think this is such a good way to have a really quick snapshot of your clients. You've also got forecasted, so future appointments, and have they cancelled and have they no-showed, which I'm sure we've all experienced. And last but not least, you can put a little profile picture on. You don't have to, but it's always nice just to see, especially when you get new clients. Hey beautiful, so what we're going to do in this example is the big awaited lash mapping page. So obviously you get to it from your client details page, and obviously you scroll. There will be a video at the end of how to insert these pages, but for all argument's sake we're just going to fill this in. I've tried to put in as much information as possible. Now look, everyone everywhere we all work differently, the lashes, the types, the shapes, the names. So I have put space on each of these areas to put your own. I've tried to make it as generic as possible. However, it's never always going to fully function for all of us because, like I said, we all work in our own beautiful ways. Here is just an example for our example client Chloe. You've got your lash type, your lash thickness, your curl, what type of lashes. You've also got product area as well in it. The beauty of these as well is that you can, there's a very advanced search function on here. So this is why I write the client's details at the top, the name and the date, because you can always go in and search for it. Here obviously you can do your lash mapping, whatever way you choose to do it, it's entirely up to you, but you've got the lash pads there so that you can have a bit of a visual. And again, I've added pictures as well, so you can do before and after pictures. Again, you don't have to do this, but it's entirely up to you. I like to have a bit of a visual, especially when I have new clients, especially the shapes and difficult client eye shapes as well. It's always lovely to be able to see that visual. And once we get there, let me do this last picture. I've actually added a client signature part where he can actually sign it and basically state that what they've received today and that they're happy with the outcome and that they're going to follow your aftercare. So yeah, I think this is pretty awesome. I use it every single day. Hey beautiful, so the all important, how do I insert these pages? So I just wanted to run through of why I've done it this way. This file size is quite large anyway in my eyes of this digital book. Now with the amount of clients that you can hold on this book is quite large, and realistically you're not going to use all the spots that's available for it. Otherwise, if I put all the medical, the consent, the patch test, the appointments page, the lash mapping page on each of these, the file size will be so large, and it's very dependent on your device that you're working with, an iPad, an iPhone, and the storage capabilities on it. It could potentially lag. So I really wanted to be mindful of this, and this is why I've done it this method, so that you can insert these pages for the clients that you actually need it for or want it for. Now, it's not to say that you actually have to have all of these pages. I've done it this way so you have that flexibility to create your record book the way that you want it. Now, as I said earlier on, that I will be having different insert pages for different treatment types. So potentially this could actually be a buildable client record book. So for that purposes as well, I really wanted to be mindful of the size of the file of this digital book. Anyway, I've already done quite a few examples in this video of how to insert these insert pages. You've just got to remember that right at the top you've got this functionality that enables the linking and non-linking. So as you can see there, it's on, or some would say it's off, whatever way you want to choose it. But you've got to make sure that the button at the top is enabled so that you can click on the tabs. Otherwise they won't work. So you'll be scratching your head going, why can't I do this? So always check that, is that enabled, is it not? And you'll know because the top kind of toolbar will show where you can write, because you know that if it's on writing, well, it's on writing. If there's no kind of toolbar to write, then you know that you're in linking mode. So just bear that in mind, lovely. Okay, so to operate this you need GoodNotes app, which you'll find in your app store. Now unfortunately we don't have it for Android at the minute, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it will come out very soon. So GoodNotes is the app you need. Okay, so how do you download this? So once you've purchased, you'll be taken to a thank you page, and right at the bottom where I've just clicked there, it says download. Now it might show up very differently for different phones, iPads, etc. But you want to download it, and because you've already got GoodNotes installed, you'll have an option right there that says GoodNotes, and it will import it for you. Really simple, really easy to follow the instructions like you see in this video. And there you have it. There is your record book. Whoop whoop. It's all there for you to work with, lovely. Enjoy.